This is Anthony Woods with International Futures Group in Chicago, a division of EFG Group, with today's review. Today's date is July the 29th. First off, we had a Fed announcement today, no change, no surprise there. As far as other markets, the dollar was up slightly. The energies were up across the board. Crude up 80 cents at last glance. Soft markets were mixed. I'd like to get back to the softs a little bit later. Metals were also mixed. Gold down slightly, silver showing some strength, up 12 cents. The meats, hogs had a decent rally early, but kind of sold off, but still finished up about 85 on the day. Cattle down about 40 on the day. The grains were down across the board. Wheat, the biggest loser today, down 15 cents. Corn down 7 1/4. Beans, depending upon the month, August was actually up 8, but the rest of the months were down 1.5 to 2 cents. I think a lot of spreading going on in the grain market. One thing, if you are a spread trader, which I am, I've noticed Kansas City, December versus December, had the best trade against the Chicago wheat market, or the best settlement against the Chicago wheat market today. So I did some of those at about 4 cents or under. Went home at about 9.5 cents today, but I think that spread, Kansas City should continue to gain on Chicago. Going back to the soft markets, cocoa, which is taking a hit here, well, most markets have for about the last week and a half. September contract settled up slightly at 13.17 or 32.17. I think it probably has a little more room to move lower short term, but I still think the fundamentals are bullish for cocoa. I still think cocoa should take a run up to 35. I like buying the September contract somewhere around 31.50. So I'm still looking for about a 60 or 70 point break in the cocoa. Sugar finally showed some life after making a 5-year low. Fundamentals are starting to change going into the end of this year and next year. We're going to have a deficit in sugar, but I think sugar's a market longer term. I think the price looks extremely cheap at this time, and I think the market could continue to move higher going later this year, even next year. They're still looking for a deficit from production to global use. The cotton market, which was down today, had a decent rally yesterday. I think cotton's fairly close to a low. You've got, well, world demand's not very good for cotton at this time, but I also think you're getting to a point where the market's looking at pretty cheap, somewhere around that 62 level. So if you're a cotton trader, I like being long somewhere around the 62 level in the December contract if you can get it. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Tony with International Futures Group in Chicago.